That's the repercussion.
See, we go over here, we fight. Okay, we fight to defend the water, we drink the land, we grow our food on, and our way together in Vietnam. We also fight to protect Rockefeller, Rockefeller Foundation. We fight to protect J.F. Kennedy's foundation. All these different kind of foundations that the black man can't partake of, you understand?
Statistically, the black man in the army is more likely than his white counterpart to be sent to Vietnam in the first place. Once there, more likely to wind up in the frontline combat units, and thus, within the combat unit, is more likely than the white to be killed or wounded. In the background,
and I got
is
twin 50s forward. Our main strategy is mostly night ambush. We're going to the bank of the river. We're trying to find a dark area, bush, high tree line or something, where we can get into the shadow of it, you know. Well, they can't see us. Up here at nighttime, it's pretty dark, you know. We have what's called starlight, which we have to see at nighttime. And we can sit there and watch them, watch them cross or watch them on the bank, and then we'll kill them, you know. That's our primary job is ambush.
Actual facts are, there is a disproportionate representation of black men on the front lines of Vietnam.
In the background is North Vietnam. In Southeast Asia, between 1966 and 1969, blacks accounted for more than 10% of military personnel.
Actual facts. Actual facts. Actual facts. Actual facts. Actual facts. Actual facts.
During the late months of 1965, the black death rate in Vietnam had soared to close to 21%, at which time an embarrassed Pentagon ordered a cutback in participation of black troops.
Actual facts. Actual facts.
These young men about soul music, they're really talking about a lot of other things. Soul is just a convenient handle which they think we immediately recognize.
If they see four brothers together in Vietnam, the first thing they say, is, what are they up to? They're getting ready to plot something. They're getting ready to do something. That's the first thing that comes to their mind.
Actual facts. Actual facts. Actual facts. Actual facts.
Tanks and armored personnel carriers of the 1st Brigade, 5th Mechanized Infantry, conduct search and clear operations of suspected enemy locations along the demilitarized zone. In the background is North Vietnam. In the background is North Vietnam. In the background is North Vietnam.
Said to him, you asked that question to me. If I got back and they try to treat me like that, I think in a way they try to keep me down. I'll pick up a weapon just like Japan, and I go down with them even in the world. And he taught most of how to shoot it pretty good.
Actual facts are, there is a disproportionate representation of black men on the front lines of Vietnam.
In Southeast Asia, between 1966 and 1969, blacks accounted for more than 10% of military personnel. Vietnam. In the background is North. During the late months of 1965, the black death rate in Vietnam had soared to close to 21%, at which time an embarrassed Pentagon ordered a cutback in participation of black troops. Statistically, the black man in the army is more likely than his white counterpart to be sent to Vietnam in the first place. Once there, more likely to wind up in the frontline combat units, and thus, within the combat unit, is more likely than the white to be killed or wounded. Today's black draftee will most likely find himself with a rifle, probably in some Vietnamese rice field. Carrying a rifle in the infantry is just like pushing a broom in civilian life. The black man doesn't escape it in the infantry for the same reasons he doesn't escape it on the outside. Inferior education and opportunities in a racist society.
That's the repercussion.